This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You greatly appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. First of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. Hopefully everyone will have a glorious and just fantastic holiday and Merry Christmas. But for this week's Christmas holiday pickup, takes me to one of my favorite places to go. That's Cashmere Pawnshop. They actually had this fantastic deal, 25-cent DVDs, dollar Blu-rays, and getting 22 movies for like under $9. Actually, this video consists of 2 trips. Another trip, I got a complete series, 3 seasons for $8. So along with that, I also have my Kino Lorber pick for the week, my 3D pick, a couple Christmas picks, so have some bangers in here. So be patient, stay to the end. I think you'll be happy about that. But before I get into what I picked up, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming on the Fire Stick, live in the theater with my family, or actually physical media. And I'm going to kick it off with some physical media. This is the 2016 comedy drama romance, Almost Christmas. This was directed and written by David E. Talbert, produced by Shyla Cohen. This stars a bunch of stars. You have Danny Glover, Gabrielle Union, Monique, Kimberly Elise, Romany Malco, JB Smoove, Nicole Ari Parker, Omar Epps, DC Youngfly, Carrie Hilson, Stephen A. Smith, Tara Jones, and Monica. The plot behind this, a dysfunctional family gathers together for their first Christmas since the death of their matriarch. And this is just a really fun, heartwarming Christmas movie. You have the first Christmas where this family is attempt to celebrate without their mother, and you have the sibling rivalries, you have the jealousies, you have the marital issues that are outside the family. So, but they all do it in a very dysfunctional but very funny way. Love some of the music in there. Brought back a lot of memories. One song in particular, Let It Whip by the Dazz Band. That was the first concert I ever went to with my father. First concert period was taken by my father. So a lot of good memories. Very cool family Christmas movie. So if you like that, if you like the stars I just mentioned, definitely check out Almost Christmas. My next pick is a 2025 science fiction action thriller film, The Running Man 2025. This was directed by Edgar Wright, screenplay by Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright, produced by Simon Kinberg, based on the story by Stephen King, The Running Man. This stars Glenn Powell, William H. Macy, Lee Pace, Michael Cera, Emilia Jones, Daniel Ezra, Jamie Lawson, Sean Hayes, Coleman Domingo, Josh Brolin. The plot behind this: in the near future, the United States is ruled by an authoritarian media network, referred simply as the network. Most viewers live in poverty with little access to health care, and the network placates the masses with trashy, violent games, shows, and reality television. The most popular program is The Running Man, where runners can win $1 billion by surviving 30 days, while the network 5 hunters, led by the mysterious Evan McCone, as well as ordinary citizens, try to kill them. Given $1,000 and a 12-hour head start, runners are required to film themselves every day or else forfeit their earnings but still be hunted. Not a bad remake from the original. It's not quite as over the top as the Arnold Schwarzenegger. It actually seems based on what's going on in society now, not so far-fetched. So, but I'm not a big fan of remakes, especially when you have like major kind of larger-than-life characters like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Denzel Washington, Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone. You tend to want to stay away from those, but they did a pretty decent job. It's kind of a big shoes to fill. trying to take over the role that Arnold Schwarzenegger did, but I think the main character did a pretty decent job, decent action, and overall entertaining movie. So if you're interested in that type of remake, definitely check out The Running Man 2025. My next film is a 2025 historical war film, Sisu: Road to Revenge. This was directed and written by Jalmari Helander, produced by Petri Jokraanta, and I'm killing these Finnish names. This stars Jorma Tomila, Richard Brake, Stephen Lang. The plot behind this: in 1946, Finland has seceded the territory of Karelia to the Soviet Union as part of the peace treaty in the aftermath of World War II. After his gold discovery in Lapland, Finnish ex-commando Atami Korpi, the man who refuses to die, crosses the border into Karelia, where his family was brutally murdered during the war. He dismantles his house, loads it on a truck, and is determined to rebuild it somewhere safe in their honor. When the Red Army discovers Atami's arrival on the soil, KBG agents release Igor Dragunov. And first of all, the first movie, Sisu, was probably one of the most underrated action movies of that year. I don't know, it was 2022, 2023. Great action, tongue-in-cheek humor, huge body count, just beautiful gore and blood, if you like that type of thing, though. So, great action movie. Not as quite as good as the first one, though. It just didn't have that certain something that the first movie did, though. But great follow-up to it, though. And would be even interested in seeing a trilogy in this. So the characters that compelling, that interesting, and again, just very fun to watch. So if you like that kind of blood and guts action type of movie, definitely check out Sisu: Road to Revenge. My last film is a 2025 American heist film, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. This is directed by Ruben Fleischer, story by Aaron Warren Singer, screenplay by Michael Leslie, produced by Bobby Cohen. This stars Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, Isla Fisher, Justice Smith, Dominic Sessa, Ariana Greenblatt, Lizzie Kaplan, Rosamund Pike, Morgan Freeman. The plot behind this: 10 years after the Horsemen's last performance, three young illusionists, Charlie, Bosco, Leroy, and June, impersonate the Horsemen using deepfakes and holograms to drain a corrupt cryptocurrency exchange owner's wallet and share the stolen funds. And I'd actually watched the other two movies prior to this. Got forgotten a lot of the plot between Now You See Me 1 and Now You See Me 2. The third one, it was entertaining, but it just didn't have that same magic that the first two movies had, primarily because the first two movies pretty much featured Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg, and they play so well off of each other, especially if you've seen the movie, the zombie movie, Zombie Double Tag, I forgot the name, Zombieland. If you've seen those movies, you can kind of understand how well they work together. And same thing in the first two movies. In this movie, they had three new characters that were, I guess, supposed to somewhat take the limelight. You still had Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg in there, but they played kind of a secondary role. Again, still entertaining. I'm wondering if they're trying to make these three the new Horsemen, and possibly have a fourth or maybe a franchise. Now You See Me, Now You Don't know, but again, entertaining, great magic tricks, but just didn't have that same magic that the first two movies had. Now, that's what I watched for the week. Without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video.
Back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have 2 trips to Kashmir pawn shops here. One thing is like 23 different movies here. Paid 8 some change. Have I think 3 seasons here. Couple DVDs. So have some bangers here. Have a couple Christmas picks. Have my 3D pick for the week. And my Kino Lorber pick. So I have some bangers in here. Let me get these scanned in and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. Okay, we have a lot of movies here, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Some of these are blind buy, some of these I've watched and stuff had, some of these I've seen before. But this is On the Line, Linda Hamilton, the late Jeff Fahey, the late Coolio. This is a crime thriller, and this is a direct source release, which I've never heard of. On the Line. Next, I actually have a bootleg tape of this, a bootleg DVD of this, Flood. I think this is like a mini series. This is a Frightening Scenes. Can't tell who the distributor is on this. Must be a independent distributor. Flood. Inundation. 2-disc miniseries. Not a bad watch. Disaster movie. High Tension. I know there's a Blu-ray for this though, but I thought I had a bootleg of this. I didn't have any of this though, so I think it's an Australian movie. Great suspense thriller, horror thriller. And this is who's the distributor on this? LFG, I'm guessing. High Tension, old blockbuster release. Next we have Cyrus, Mind of a Serial Killer with Lance Henriksen. This is an Anchor Bay release, so I'm sure this is out of print. Cyrus, Mind of a Serial Killer. Next we have The Vatican Exorcisms, Demon Walk Among Us. This is just an okay horror thriller. Started out pretty decent, just kind of really fell flat. It's another Anchor Bay release. The Vatican Exorcisms. Next we have an artisan release. Dylan Walsh, Ice-T, Erica Elniak. It's a Final Voyage. It looks like it was a made for TV movie, but it was decent. It was a decent watch. You got the guy from is that the guy from Nip Tuck? I think that's the guy from Nip Tuck. Final Voyage. Next we have a classic here. Billy D. Williams, James Caan, Brian Song. I remember watching this on TV as a kid. I believe there's a Blu-ray copy of this. Columbia Pictures, Columbia TriStar. Have the content extra insert here. Brian Song, great drama. Next, have Live Free or Die. Only people I recognize here is Zoe Deschanel, Michael Rappaport, Paul Schneider, from the writers of Seinfeld. It's a comedy. This is a Think film. Think Free or Die. Next, another Ice-T movie. Ice-T, Burt Reynolds, Rob Lowe, Crazy 6. And this is a Sterling release. It's like a crime thriller. Crazy 6. Next we have Omar Epps, Delroy Lindo, First Time Felon, based on a powerful true story. It's an HBO release. I haven't seen this. First Time Felon. Next we have Morgan Freeman, The Death of a Prophet, Malcolm X, just like a historical biography narrated by Ozzie Davis. Death of a Prophet, and this is a platinum release. Platinum and Maverick, they're known for kind of low budget videos. Death of a Prophet, Morgan Freeman. Next, this is a decent watch, Suburban Mayhem. There is a Blu-ray release for this. I believe it's out of print though. But decent kind of tongue-in-cheek comedy, thriller, crime. This is a Fortissimo Films Showtime release. Suburban Mayhem. Next, we have Carl Anthony Payne. You might know him from The Cosby Show and Martin. Clinton Powell. Essentially, any kind of urban black movie, he's probably in it. Clinton Powell, Paula Jai Parker from Fridays and a lot of other movies, Loretta Devine. The Breaks, another Artisan release. I have the insert here. The Breaks. Next, we have a Disney release. Now, I know the Blu-ray for this is out of print, and I just came out with a sequel to this in the theaters, Freakier Friday. I was kind of hoping they might do like a double Blu-ray release of this. I haven't seen that. I've seen the DVD release of this, but the Blu-ray, they want like over $100 for that. I'm like, okay, y'all really tripping. That's not gonna happen. Price is higher than Giraffe Booty though. But Freaky Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan. Next, we have a sci-fi fantasy film, Earthsea. I believe it's like a mini series. You have Sean Ashmore. We have Sean Ashmore, Danny Glover, Isabella Rossellini, Kristen Curick, I think, from Smallville. This is a Lionsgate release, Earthsea. Next, we have an old classic here, Morgan Freeman, Renee Zellweger, Chris Rock, Greg Kinnear, Nurse Betty. Now I have this on a multi-disc set, so nice to get this just on a single disc with the artwork on the front. Nurse Betty. It's like a dark comedy. I've seen that in years. Next, we have a documentary, Black Comedians on Black Comedy, Why We Laugh. I believe I saw this on Netflix, I believe. Yeah, some of the greatest comedians, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, Keenan Ivory Wayans, Steve Harvey, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Whoopi Goldberg. I want to say Fred Sanford, can't think of his real name right now. Red Fox, Chicago Red. Or is he? No, Chicago Red, I think that was Malcolm. Why We Laugh, great documentary. Extra here, and this is a by Bendy release, Why We Laugh. Next, we have a classic here. I had a bootleg of this. Glad to pick up the original. I think there is a Blu-ray of this. I don't know if it's an import or not. But we have Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt, Lake Placid. So I think I have the first two. I think I'm missing the third, and if there's a fourth one, I'm not positive. 20th century release, Lake Placid. Next, we have an out-of-print DVD. I think some of those other ones are out of print also, but fun watch. Michael Biehn, Annabella Sciorra, Asteroid. Cheesy, kind of made for TV, sci-fi film, but still worked. It's a Pioneer Artisan release. A lot of Artisan releases in there. Asteroid. Next, to me, one of the funniest, clean comedians, Sinbad, Make Me Holla. It's a Paramount release, Comedy Central. Sinbad. I think this might be his last stand-up comedy before he had a stroke. Next, now I had this also, but I think I had this on a dual or triple disc. So glad to have this on one Blu-ray. This is based on a real life story, Gridiron Gang, with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. This looks like a pre-steroid cycle. Not that he does steroids, wink wink, or did, but really good, heartwarming underdog story, Gridiron Gang. Next, we have Wakewood. Great, pretty decent, I won't say great, but very good horror film. It has a very similar plot to Pet Sematary, with a few more stipulations than what Pet Sematary had, though, but very decent watch. I was pleasantly surprised. It's a Dark Sky Films release, Wakewood. And the last one from this set, I had crossed this thing, I don't know, I might have seen this thing 10, 20, 30 times, and just decided to pick it up. I think they had 2 copies of this. Blake Lively, Harrison Ford, The Age of Adeline, amazing and unforgettable. It's like a fantasy film, so it looked interesting. My understanding of this, well, just reading the back cover, I guess Adeline has some kind of life-threatening incident, and afterwards she doesn't seem to age. So looks very interesting. If you've seen this, definitely check it out, or definitely let me know if it's a decent watch. And this is a Lionsgate release. So for these 23 movies, it was 20 DVDs, 3 Blu-rays, $5 for the Blu-rays, for the DVDs, which comes out to about $1/4 a piece, $1 a piece for the three Blu-rays, for a whopping $8.61 for 23 movies. You can get that at Dollar Tree. Next, my second trip to Fashion America. Remember seeing this on TV. There's actually another movie. I don't know if there's a prequel or sequel to this. The Trouble with Angels, with Rosalind Russell, Haley Mills. You might know Haley Mills if you're familiar with the Disney movie, The Parent Trap, the original. And this is a Sony release. Wrinkled there. Next, we have a complete series here. We have the first season, United States of Terror. Now, I've never seen this show before, but I find her very interesting. I find her a very interesting actress ever since I've seen Hereditary. And she has a television show on Netflix. Can't think of the name of it right now, though, but very interesting show on Netflix. I watched it, so interested to see what this might be like. It looks like she has multiple personalities, so it looks like a dark comedy. It's the first season. We have the second season here, United States of Tara. Got the one disc here. And the other disc here. United States of Tara, second season. Next we have the third season. This is a CBS release, Paramount CBS. This is disc 2, this is disc 1. United States of Terra. And lastly, another movie I have probably seen 10, 15, 20 times at the pawn shop. Watching another movie, saw a trailer of this. It was like, might as well pick it up. Looks pretty decent. Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson, Julia Roberts, Mother's Day. This is a Universal release. The standard Universal Blu-ray. We'll see if the code still works. And for this complete series, Blu-ray and DVD, paid a whopping, what we got here? $9.14 with tax. So they just charged me $8.50 for all of it. Next, have my Kino Lorber pick for the week, which has a slight Christmas overtone to it. The Ice Harvest, John Cusack, Billy Bob Thornton, Connie Nielsen. And I talked about this as one of the movies I watched for the week. Decent thriller, nice twist, kind of a dark comedy. And big John Cusack fan ever since the Brat Pack days. He was, I think, Brat Pack adjacent, I guess. My Christmas picks for the week. This Christmas, Delroy Lindo, Idris Elba, Loretta Devine, Chris Brown, Before All the Tattoos, and I think Rihanna, Regina King, Columbus Short. And this is a Sony release. Great Christmas film. This Christmas. And another movie I talked about in one of my movies for the week, Madea Christmas, Tyler Perry. It's a Lionsgate release. Not one of the funnier Madea movies though, but still, decent Christmas film. See if the code works. And lastly, my 3D pick for the week, Turbines, Fast and Furious 10. Watch this. I like 9 a little bit better. Fast and Furious 9 from Turbine. The 3D seemed a little bit better depth though, but still not bad. And hopefully Turbine will be making some more Universal 3D movies. So this is my Christmas Pawnshop pickup for the week. If you're familiar with the channel, this is where I separate the disc from the artwork. See if any of these make the shelves so I can make room for all these movies. So give me a moment. Let me get these scanned in and I'll get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Crazy 6, L is in Lake Placid, Z is in Z for Zachariah. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made this far in the video, smash the like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you check out my Saturday collection video, same time, same channel. Other than that, again, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. May the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.